Hey, what's up, crypto traders and investors? It's a Monday after a great weekend of Formula One. So, congratulations to McLaren out there. And also, congratulations to me and you, and to whoever was followed my trades that I shared on the last video, because I gave you guys a play that I was seeing a short, and that's exactly what happened. It worked perfectly to the letter. I was like, okay, $93,000 Bitcoin was great. But what was more interesting was $88,000. So it happened, it played out. And now we're looking at a new week. So I have two important things that I want to share on this video. You have to make sure you watch to the end. But let's first understand, where do we stand in the market at the moment, right? So I'll give you guys a quick look at CoinGecko, Bitcoin at $91,500. Quite interesting because it had a quick shade of volume yesterday. And Ethereum at 3,132. When I was going to bed last night, it was below $3,000. Interesting. And BNB is at 900, still below $1,000. And so on and so forth. Solana, 135. I wonder what Hyperliquid is doing right now. I have to check. And then you have all Zcash getting a little bit of a bounce and so on. So you might be looking at this and say, oh, look, what is going on at the moment? Because we even saw some meme coins coming back to life, like Moodang. They were doing 50% in one day and so on. So I did some analysis yesterday, and I think I have it all figured out by now. And at least I know exactly what I want to do with the current environment of the markets, right? So here is one thing you need to understand. This is the week for the Federal Reserve decision, for the Fed cut or the Fed raise. Who knows what they're going to decide? But all I can tell you is that there is a 92% prediction on Polymarket and other prediction markets that the Federal Reserve will cut by another 25 basis points. And that is happening this week. Is it on Wednesday? Right? So this is what is driving the entire that's fueling the market in the uprising that we have seen so far. And we are more likely to push up a little bit more. Now, everybody is kind of excited about this. All the influencers are talking about this, but there's something you need to know. The market can actually take a different direction after this. There is a world out there where what we're looking at right now might be that the bounce back was only in anticipation of this rate cut that's coming. And then after that, we start heading back to the bottom if the pressure is too heavy. So it's very, very important for every trader right now to sort of plan for both scenarios. And I will tell you guys what strategy I'm implementing right now to make sure that I can survive on the swings in either direction. All right. So this is Bitcoin right now within the Fibonacci that we drew on the last video that you saw. And it played out perfectly the way we expected it. It dipped all the way to about, so actually it did 87,000. So if your TP was like mine, which was short 93,000 and take profit at 88,000, then definitely that closed. And now we just bounced back. And I also gave you the scenario to where the markets on weekends now are dumping, and they get excited at the beginning of the week. So according to that, in my books, I can see that if I'm considering a long, the long to me has to come from today until Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, we're heading towards the weekend, and the markets have been less exciting about that. So based on what's going on this week with the Fed rate, I do think Bitcoin will continue to push up, and it's definitely going to test the 93,500 range again. And it will definitely attempt, if there is a week where Bitcoin has to break out the $94,000 and go beyond close to 100K, it has to be this week. So what I'm doing right now at these current levels, I've opened longs, and I have some TP at 94,500. And then after that, when it breaks out from 95,000 and so on, I'll be running a trailing stop loss. So if you don't know how to do that, then maybe you might have to take my course, because I still don't trust the market. Now, Very important also to remember that the biggest Bitcoin movement happens within 10 days. And it has to happen at some point because I think Bitcoin still has to finish the year above $100,000. Do I think that's going to happen this week? No. I think we're going to get pushed down because there's still a lot of sell volumes above. I mean, you don't have to take it from me. You can just look at the data yourself. You can look at the heat spots here, the heat waves or on the heat maps. You'll be able to see that there's a lot of selling pressure, and all that needs to be cleared so that Bitcoin can successfully keep on pushing up. However, one thing is for sure is that the momentum is back because we're starting to see meme coins and so on are now starting to resurge in high volatility numbers on the green side of things. So the belief in the market is still there. It's just now a matter of liquidity and the flash out that we need to get out here before we continue going up. So I have a long Bitcoin. I'm saying that right now. I have a long position on BTC. My stop loss is at $89,000 just in case. And then I entered a long position on Ethereum at $3,000 flat. My target is 10% on Ethereum. So my TP is at 3,300. Obviously, they're leverage positions, so the profit margin should be good. Now, another position that I'm considering opening today is Hyperliquid. Hype is down to $30 right now. I always say hype below $40, so it's a good price. So $30 is good. If it actually goes down again to like 20 levels, maybe I should just wait. If I might catch another 28 or so, and I'll just open a limit order on that and wait to see what happens because it looks like it's still a good trade. When the market bounce back, by the time Bitcoin is up to $100,000, Hyperliquid should be at around 40 in my books. So I definitely need to get along on this. Right now it's struggling and I think it's a good moment to catch it. So I said I have two things to share with you guys. So number one thing is that I've now changed the exchange that I'm trading on. I'm now using BTCC. And I think we'll be using this also for our weekend trading competitions in my Telegram groups and so on, because it's now proven that it works everywhere. It works in the US without VPN. It works in Europe, anywhere. So it makes it now easier for all of us to trade onto one platform. But also, it's an incredible platform that has been around for a long time that does not enforce KYC on its users. I think that is very important. So that is what I'm using. I will put a link to this in the description. Simply, if you go to greybtc.io on my website, here you will find that I have added BTCC exchange here, right? So if you don't have an account, I recommend you open one, and you definitely have to make sure you use my link on it because I get a kickback. You also get up to $30,000 in rewards from the platform, and you get to be part of the trading competition, and you get all the rewards that comes with that as well. One thing I wanted to share was that. The second thing is that I don't know if you guys have seen this, but all the UFC fighters are now coming out and they're starting to talk about Telegram. Okay, Telegram is being promoted by John Jones and a bunch of UFC cabal, like the fighters. Even Khabib, they created an ad for Telegram, literally. And I know they're not talking about Ton specifically, but it's showing you that marketing energy or marketing aura is being transferred towards the Telegram ecosystem. So because of that, I don't know where that's going to correlate to the price of Ton, but I think it has to catch up at some point. So because of that, I've also opened a long position on Ton. Ton is the blockchain of Telegram, for those of you that don't know. This coin is completely oversold. It's supposed to be somewhere around $8 or so. Now we're at 165. It's unbelievable that it's sitting right here. And, everybody just watches like nothing is happening. This is a great opportunity in my books. I have taken it. I've opened the position and I will sit on it for a while. But I do think this is going to catch its own moment, and it's going to be huge when it happens. So never say I didn't tell you. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. All links to everything I use, greatbtc.io. Link is also in the description below. and in my bio if you're watching on Instagram or on TikTok. I'll see you guys tomorrow on another trade, on another trading video. And if you want to get updates on my trades, join my Telegram group. It's free. You can also find the link right on my website here, graybtc.io. All right. I'll see you guys later.